Okay, so Shantideva. So we are here today to learn one of the greatest lessons of Buddha's teaching, which is actually called the courage of the Bodhisattva. And so mostly when we looked into the life of the Buddha, historical Buddha, like 2,500, I think more than 2,500 years ago, when Buddha came into this world, what actually he taught is he taught how to have this courage and confidence in yourself. And one of the biggest lessons that actually Buddha has learned from his all the efforts, not only from his one lifetime. Tibetan believes that he had went through like 3 limitless aeons. And if you talk about the 3 limitless aeons, it is just a very much mind-boggling time. Like what is what is one aeon actually? From a time point of view, one aeon is like maybe 1 trillion human years, I think. So limitless, 3 limitless aeons that we believe that Buddha went through searching for the things that actually he was looking for. And during this life as a Prince Siddhartha, that actually he found what actually he was looking for. And when he found this realization, or he found this, what he actually said was, this thing that I have been searching and I have been looking for is not actually out there. It is actually in here. And this is what we call the enlightened nature, Buddha nature. And you need courage to really look into yourself and face yourself, that also help you to gain this confidence, something that, yes, I will, or yes, I am able to get in touch, and yes, I am able to face my own truth. The truth, the realization is here. So that is why the courage of the Bodhisattva was actually one of the key teaching of the Buddha. And he taught that from his example of showing his life. Like if you look into the life story of Buddha, Buddha was a very courageous person. Very courageous. If you look into his, study his life story, what did he do? What actually he strived for? And what kind of practice he went through. And most of those practice, or what he was teaching from his action, was also, he was showing this courageous nature. And then, after Buddha teaching, then like throughout the century, there were many, many, many masters that actually, went after what Buddha taught. And they put that into practice, like how Buddha did. And they actually had a courage to face themselves and face their own truth. And then they gained this confidence, and they have achieved the same realization that what Buddha has achieved. And from all these masters in the past, there is one very specific master that was actually the one of the Buddha's disciple, I will say, even though he was not directly connected to the Buddha Shakyamuni, but he was actually from India, and during the 8th century, this master called Master Shantideva. And Master Shantideva actually studied in this greatest university of the all time in the Buddhist history, called the Nalanda. And Nalanda, actually was exist even during the time of Buddha, but not as an academic university or something. But later, like after 1st century, it becomes sort of like a monastic academic university to study like a Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist psychology. So many of the Buddhist teachings that what Buddha has taught and what many of the master has taught. So that become like the one of the main source of learning and practicing Buddhism in the Buddhist history. So Master Shantideva, his actually life story was amazing. Actually, he was also from some like a royal family. Like, in those days, they used to have many small kingdoms all over. So he was one of the, from the royal family. And somehow, he actually want to search for this truth, that, like how Prince Siddhartha Gautama did. And he was searching for that. And finally, he thought Nalanda is the place that he should first study. And when he was studying in Nalanda, he was a very introverted kind of guy. And there was some funny stories about him. People really didn't like him much. Because he was very socially shy. Like he really didn't want to go out and talk to people. And he was not really like doing a lot of things that like many of the monks, they are supposed to do in the, that monastic academic, institute. And he was doing actually whatever they're required to do, but he was not socially, doing things. And then for many people's eyes, he was kind of like this, some people thought he was arrogant. Some people thought he was just lazy. And some people thought maybe he's sociopathic or something, So they even used to call him a name, like when he was in the Nalanda, when he was studying. And many, people sort of like monastic university is also a human university. There are many human beings live there. So, there is like all the human stuff, ordinary human stuff. And what happened was they called him Dushe Sumbawa, which like that is the nickname. It's not a pet name. That's a bad name. Dushe Sumbawa means the one who only knows 3 things. Or one who does only 3 things. Eat, go to sleep, and go to toilet. So they used to call him that name. Like, everybody think like he's just like maybe, this person who doesn't want to come out. Maybe he thinks that he knows everything or whatever he's doing and things like that. But in all these things, he was very courageous that actually he never, fight back.